Now, after 15 minutes, I am ready to start. It did take, I was thinking it would take a little bit longer for the soup. Unfortunately, it was not the soup that took so long. It was your guys' antics. So doing way so much. I'm very... I know you don't believe me. I am very, very good with my words. Soup was a mistake. Guys, what are we talking about here? Soup is kind of my comfort. If I didn't have soup, I would kind of go crazy. Every time I drink soup, I think I'm a better person. Wait, it was on BRB? Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh well, whatever. Out of studio, basic. Can you believe we were on BRB? I was gonna make a joke earlier about like, oh, guys, I have to leave, but it's not gonna be on the BRB screen. It was on BRB the whole time. Do I even start on starting soon, usually? You can tell me if I don't. Do I even have starting soon up? Oh my god, no I do. I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. What kind of soup is it? It was chicken noodle. It was a Panera chicken noodle soup. The soup I've had since I was... I guess I've been having that soup for like... probably about like 10 years. Why is there no music? Why? Am I going crazy? No, there's no music. What is happening? Wait, what's happening? Sorry guys, Ace Attorney is canceled. No music. GMO chickens? Yeah. Listen, I don't know how to tell you this. I have a, I've had just their chicken noodle and their, chicken and wild rice, or chicken and rice soup. And I have bonded to those soups. There's music. I could try a different soup, but I'm like a crotchety old lady, stuck in my ways, and I will not try any damn other soups. No, but Panera is crazy. I go there and I'm like, I want bagel, and they're like $80. I'm like, okay. I think we're gonna kill a man today. I think that's how this works. Are you guys ready? December 28th, 9:51 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. This is it. Judgment Day. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. What's the big idea?
Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder.
She's fucking charged. You made Isla cry about chicken noodles. Yeah. Well, if chicken fries exist, chicken noodles also should not exist. That's just my 2 cents. How do you feel about chicken fries, though? Like, let's take a step back. Like, chicken noodles you obviously object to, but chicken fries. Are chicken fries still a thing? Wait a second. I may be going crazy. They may have not existed for about 4 years. Chicken fries, Burger King. They are still on the wait, that says Bahamas. In 2012? No, they sold it after that, though. BK chicken fries. 2005, I didn't have it then. 2014, they came back. They were added back. Oh, was it 2014? Shut up. No, it would have been 2014. History. Sorry, I'm really in this right now. We don't have those here? Yeah. Well, apparently we don't have those here anyway. Apparently neither of us have them. I think they stopped in 2015. That makes sense. I somehow remember playing... Wait. But they still say fiery chicky fries. Where are these? Where are these chicken fries? This is urgent. Do not eat the Burger King chicken fries. Worse than Taco Bell. You will be acquainted with the bathroom. You have been warned. Not worth it. I don't know. Maybe they're still on the menu. I can't tell. It's not very... Sorry for peeking.
I guess the shock...
Sorry, I forgot I was playing a game.
I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick.
Yeah. Thanks, Maya. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back.
Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge.
Right. Good idea.
Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Whoa, ya pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe. Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. Did you find my chicken fries? Says here they were discontinued in 2015. Damn. How'd it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. Just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock I got the way in, I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But it has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Stop breathing in front of me. December 28th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. That's what you sound like. The prosecution is ready. Right. Very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in the trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on! Don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. Your opening statement? Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. I'm dying. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. No way, really? He says he isn't a murderer? That's crazy. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on Lake. On Lake. From where you witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away. He will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. He was just being a little silly. He wanted to go to the playground. Why I left court. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with his incident anyhow. I mean, I'd need one of those motive things, right? I don't got one. My testimony yesterday stands as is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, I'm going to prove it. Hey, what's your name? Oh, I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday. I mean, I wouldn't run away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with the incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I ain't got one. Well, if I had a piece of paper, I could show you, but... How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Yogi Bear? I can't. I already did that joke last time. I can't do the Yogi voice out of nowhere. No! Please do not make him do a Yogi Bear impression. It is not funny. Please do not make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He cannot hold a grudge. It is impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. First things first, I have to prove this man who he is. Okay, let's see. What do I even have? I don't have the paper. I have a picture. I have a parrot. Do I... Maybe I put this? I'm sorry, guy. You got this, bud. Present. They're gonna be like, how would you know he's Yeti Yogi? Fuck you. I knew it. That doesn't make any sense, stupid idiot. Why do you have a parrot in your pocket? Just you wait. Just you fucking wait. Just you fucking wait. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Press. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Alright. Seems like it. Then how can you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory. You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Grr, how am I supposed to prove what's going on in that old codger's head? That's impossible. Wait, oh shit, I've got it. Wait, might I say something, Mr. Wright? Does the parrot have noodles too? Yeah, actually, they run a noodle shop. Didn't you know? Yes, Your Honor? You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case? Yes, sir. Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. What? They're lies? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying? You know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So who is he? Don't play dumb, Von Karma. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the witness. It's Yanni Yogi. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi! From the DL6 incident. It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. But what does that mean? Your Honor, this man is Mr. Yogi. If this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose we prove this to court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof. And allow me to repeat, once more, that the witness has lost his memory. This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go.
Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi?
It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Yo, how's it going? I burned his fucking hands, you dumb bitch. Huh? I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. What? Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? What? No fingerprints? Yep, I chop my finger. Every day I wake up, I go over, I take a knife, and I just cut off the tips of my fingers. I love doing that. My name is Inyani Yogi. No, or you see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. What? Yogi, you sneak. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past. I'm not a Maya fanboy. I'm a Maya believer. She's just real. Maya burned them off. I hate you guys. I hate you. Ah! Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No. Well, what will you do, Mr. Red? It seems that the case has been decided, no? No. No! I know what happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, Maya stole his fingerprints and grafted them onto her fingers. But no, I can't let it in like this. I can't lose. There has to be another way. There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Nick, what are we going to do?
I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do? Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief, hmm? Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? Maya, what are you eating?
Oh, just his fingerprints.
How the fuck did you do that?
Don't worry about it. What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to.
Your Honor. The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal. Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal? Well, I didn't ask to marry you. Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Objection! Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please, be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, but I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah.
Let the parrot take the stand. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor. Oh, this is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so. Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Bailiff, whack his pee-pee.
That's the thing, right? I'm not just saying weird things. Don't call me out if I am. That's quite a bird. The bird is resisting. No, it's just kind of sitting. Not to diminish your joke, but the bird's just kind of chilling. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me! It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please testify for us. Who is your owner?
Hello! Hello! Ah!
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well. Begin your cross-examination. Right.
What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya?
Who's your owner?
Hello! Hello! Smack!
Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her.
Right, what do I say?
Have we forgotten something? As I recall, 2 days ago.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget, DL6!
If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6.
Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello! That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello! Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it.
This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it? Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot. Could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we've forgotten anything? Oh shit. Witness, you're here to speak. You must speak to me. Frankly, I cannot believe you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show the judge that her owner is Mr. Yogi. Hello!
The number! No, Maya did not retrain the parrot. She didn't go behind our backs and go and feed the parrot carrots, in order to retrain it so that it didn't mention DL6. That's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. Wait a second. I think I know where this is going. 1228. I've got it. What's the safe number? Maybe I'll get her to say the number of that safe.
Huh? The safe? Why?
Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay?
Holly, what was the number to the safe in the shack?
Whoa.
1228! 1228!
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker. Actually, it does, you stupid asshole. Actually, it does. That's why I had her say it. Huh, ridiculous. How can a number to a safe tell us the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's identity? Take that! The DL6 case file? What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something related to the safe number?
The case summary.
It's on the case summary page. The case summary? Excuse me. Your excuse. Specifically the date on which the DL6 incident occurred. The date of the incident, December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago. And the number on that safe is 1228. Oh! He used the date of the DL6 incident as the number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah! This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card to 001 because I am number 1. This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Where am I going to find that?
Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we can just get one more piece of information.
Right, but what? Very well, witness. You may continue. I'll go back.
Hello!
Hello. My, what Witness!
Right, what do I say?
What's your name? Maybe I should get her to say her name?
Polly, what's your name? Polly!
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly. Does this have anything to do with her owner's true identity? I guess it does. Let's look. Right there, it says Polly in the top right corner of the gunshot! Holy shit! Right here, in the bullet! It says Polly on the bullet! Right? Oh my god, it's a .22 caliber, but the name of the pistol is Polly! Let's check. The parrot fired the gun? Yeah. You can teach a parrot to do pretty much anything. Kill someone. Say its name. Destroy evidence. Pretty much anything. Gregory Edworth, age 35. Defense attorney. Trapped in the elevator returning from the last trial with his son, Miles Edward, age 9. One bullet found in the heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. Yanni Yogi, court bailiff, trapped in the elevator. Polly Jenkins! Whoa! Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Of course. Yes, it does. Huh. Fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity. Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far?
Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof is that the parrot's name reveals that the caretaker identity parrot is Parrot. The DL6 case file. Oh, I just spilled water on myself. That is quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on, then? Show us or stop wasting our time. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this parrot's name? Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. Hydrate, thank you. I was just playing with my bottle. I was just pressing the button, opening the cap. I was like, oh, I'm gonna drink something, and then I spilled myself, and I was like, I'm not gonna drink anything. The page has all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Oh. Indeed. It does say that, yes. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Polly! Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. I guess that is possible. Bah! A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix, right? Does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé? She's only 7 years old. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. Also, bailiff, you need to lock up Mr. Phoenix Wright. He's lying, Your Honor! True, that is a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker to the boat shop of the... Immediately! Witness, tell us your name. Wait, the witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Huh? I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done.
Nick, he looks totally different.
This is a real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Order! Order! Yanni Yogi. So it was you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond. He said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook. So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me. He won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth himself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond. Man, no noodle shop? Von Karma, where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant Miles Edgeworth is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything? Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned.
Objection!
Did someone just say objection? It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means... no. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi himself killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what?
Nick, Edward is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
Can you say that a little louder, Maya, please? Huh? What was that? DL6 incident? He killed someone?
He's going to tell him he killed his own dad.
Uh-oh. What do I do? The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. That would be Larry. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. I don't give a shit. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. For 15 years, I have had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I've told myself. But now I know. It wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean, in the incident where your father died? From the distance of where the shot, wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer. Criminal in the DL6 incident. It was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime for 15 years ago. I think I think I would like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. December 28th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy! Just crazy!
Huh? Nick? What are you doing?
Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it! He confessed that he did it, in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here, in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me. Right. Right. No, right. December 28th, 2:30 p.m. District Court, Courtroom number 3. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DL6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Von Karma. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? I'm pensive. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That'll be the key, but only if I can get it to work.
Please. Please.
The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure, and I began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yoki has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. The DL6 incident. That day, I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and then a scream. It was a terrible scream, I remember it to this day. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was in a daze. I know exactly what to... I got it. It was Maya, guilty? Yeah, you're right. The, like, 2-year-old Maya was in the elevator too, and she actually... She took the gun from Edgeworth's hands after he threw it. She caught it mid-air with her mind. She used her telekinesis to catch the gun and then point it at Miles Edgeworth's dad for throwing a gun and then shoot him. And then she used her mind powers to... Her ghost powers. She turned into a ghost and left the elevator and went back home. And then Mia was like, "Hi Maya, how's your day today?" And Maya went, I'm a baby." And that's how that went. Sorry to call you dumb, Edgeworth. Sorry, I'm so sorry to call you dumb. However, unless your dad is like, can move super fast, doesn't make sense. So there was only one gunshot. Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. When everything faded, I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Take a look at this. Take a look at this picture. This is a photograph of a scene of a crime 15 years ago. And in it lies a clear contradiction to Mr. Edgeworth's testimony. Well, I can see the victim, Gregory Edgeworth, lying there. But what do you mean, a contradiction? Just as I thought, the judge is clueless, as always. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. This little bullet hole. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see, a bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, Miles Edgeworth testifies that there was only one gunshot. However, according to this photograph, not one, but 2 shots were fired. One shot in the victim, the other hit the elevator door. I ask you then, why did Miles Edgeworth only hear one gunshot? This photograph does seem to confirm a second shot. However, when was the hole in the elevator made? It might have been there before the incident occurred. If it was there before, it has nothing to do with this incident. Mr. Wright, do you have proof that this bullet hole was caused at the time of the incident? Yeah. Of course I do. Wait, is there glass on the floor? No glass. Yikes. Yeah. The weapon was fired twice. Yeah. Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible! No, Mr. Von Karma. Save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show us your proof. What do you have that proves the bullet in the door is related to the incident? Right here, Your Honor. Your Honor, the answer is in this file. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page shows the link between this bullet hole and the DL6 incident? Victim data. Look at the victim data in this file. It says quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. I need a little sippy of water. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other went into mine. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot of he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary? That's on page 1. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Huh? If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on that scene. He does have a point. That second bullet was never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. What? Wait, what are you talking about? The pistol was fired twice. Just because they couldn't find the bullet doesn't mean that the... What are you talking about? What are you saying? The pistol was fired I'm getting over it. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It is undoubtedly something else that has made the bullet hole in the door. Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clear. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the... What?! I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Gah! How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Or are they trying to say that, like, the gun fired without a bullet? They could say that. Like, they didn't say that at all. They're just like, we didn't find a second bullet, so obviously it didn't actually, we have to discount. What? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick? Aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If a second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
No. I knew I shouldn't have stolen that second bullet and ate it. Damn! I just wanted a little snack. What the fuck is wrong with me? Stupid!
Maya? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I'm sorry. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. What are we talking about? There's like a million! I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. What if it, like, hit the fucking door and then fell down the elevator shaft? Bailiff, check the elevator shaft of... I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person. Someone else who fired the killing shot. But now... I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
Nick.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. So you killed your father, though it was not your intention? Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. He's become one with the dark side.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict to the defendant today. Right here. Right now. Wait a second. Wait, do I know that? Wait, do I know that? Oh! Never mind, I got it. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have an objection.
Objection!
Your Honor, I object. Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object, Ugh,
Nick?
I don't know. His case is perfect.
Oh no.
Like, someone could have picked up the bullet, someone could have, like, done anything. Ugh.
It must exist. The second bullet.
What? What? What did you just say?
Nothing.
A second bullet must exist? But where?
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It, existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just... someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer? I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet? The murderer had to find it, the murderer didn't need to. The murderer didn't need to find it. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? And then got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah! The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it.
Had to take it. The murderer. What does that mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm hearing voices in my head. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? The bullet hit the murderer? Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? Let me get this straight. Let me break this down for you. So at the time of the murder, the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes. I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from the elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. The two men fight in the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the two men inside. The men. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Whoa, that was really... You said that really low.
Hey, Nick. I just thought of something really crazy.
Crazy.
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for that man. That was the first, and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock, but because he wanted a nice margarita on the beach?
Oh, you're right. I would also like a nice little margarita on the beach.
I mean, wait, what if he, like, killed that guy?
Oh, you're right. But took it because he was injured.
Which would mean
It can only mean one thing.
he was the murderer in the DL6 incident.
He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth.
It was Von Karma.
Oh man.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? I'll say it. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
My hands are shaking.
What?
Von Karma. Von Karma.
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there? Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it.
I would have needed surgery, no.
Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick, let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma. Perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Nobody's that perfect.
So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait, what does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere. But where?
Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot?
It would be impossible to find a doctor who operated on Von Karma now, even if Von Karma did undergo surgery.
It seems you finally come to your senses. You've realized the truth. You can't prove something that didn't happen.
Nick!
The court record. There must be something. The court record. What could be in there? God, there's no time! I better think on it as I go. Alright, Von Karma. I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot was... the court record. This one. This court record? Different court record. This court record. No, that's an autopsy report. Bro, I don't know. The bullet? court record. Wait. No, this is evidence. Robert Hammond. It's probably an Edgeworth section. No clues found on the scene. Defense attorney trapped in the elevator. Lost a trial. Returning from a lost trial. One bullet at heart. More. This one, I guess.
What exactly is that?
Sorry. No, sorry.
Misty Faye.
Parrot? Yeah, it's obviously a parrot. Wait. Wait. Shut the fuck up! I forgot that was still in there! Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it is unlikely that Von Karma's performed surgery on himself. I thought we had to take like an x-ray or something.
You don't mean...
I do. There is the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma.
Is that even possible? For all these years?
Well, there's one way to find out. You know, like, go to a doctor, take an x-ray, wait for it to develop, come back. Or I could use this metal detector. That probably would work. We could use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find.
I refuse.
You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Order! Order! Order!
Your Honor, I want that old man to strip right here in this court. Then we're gonna take this metal detector and run it over him. But offense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge! I call for suspension of this trial! This is an invasion of privacy!
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough! I permit the use of this metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean?
I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. He reacted. Something's under his right shoulder. The bullet. Mr. Von Karma?
You. It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so, I remained silent.
Huh?
Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6.
You can, and it was amazing. Shut the fuck up. You can't tell people to take off their clothes in court. That doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah? Well, he just did. He stripped right here.
But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
It is Mr. Wright.
Oh, it is Mr. Wright who has to prove something here, not I.
Mr. Wright? Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6?
Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
That's because you took it out of my records room, out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof.
What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Imagine I choose the wrong bullet. I'm like, this bullet, right here! That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. Parrot! You may recall that term. It came up in the first trial, 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with the weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. That's what you said, remember? No, maybe I said something like that. We have 2 bullets in our possession. 1, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your soldier. Buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? That scream. I've heard that scream before. Wait. I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air!
Get away! Get away from my father!
Ah! It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed! Mr. Von Karma? Edgeworth! Edgeworth! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death! The fucking text box moving. 15 years earlier. Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered you for the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me, penalized. It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out to the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain, a horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, The lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. For real this time. Yay! That is all. This court is adjourned. December 28th, 5:38 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! Like a little bug!
Okay, Maya, calm down.
I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close. No. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory.
So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this.
I know. Try. Thank you.
I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome.
I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth.
She's got you there. Whoa! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth? You should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see. He just... Now kiss. Now they just walk up, he's like, let me say thank you, and he kisses him. What the fuck was that? I see. Whoop! I feel foolish.
Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it.
It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. He's still using his eyes. Hey, y'all! Yeah! Sorry, I got a little excited.
Hey, y'all. Lotta. Y'all were great in there.
Thank you.
Yo, Edgeworth. Congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh?
Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta?
Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick.
Really? That's too bad.
Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park?
Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over!
Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. It's Kiance. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that one coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are! Yes. Here I am. Congrats, Edgy. Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts! You come along tonight too, my treat pal. Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick! That's a suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison food, right? Right? No, it's fucking dumbass. I think he'll be fine, Larry. Fucking eye twitch. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me. It's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly?
Nick, wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school?
$38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right? You may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. Yeah, you definitely don't know this. When something smells, it's usually the butts. It's usually the butts. I know. Really, right? I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, it sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh? Edgeworth. You should have told me!
Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth?
If you say so, yes.
There you have it.
Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah, and you get worked up too easily too. Shut the fuck. I love this game. I love this game so much. Death! The death sentence to both of you! Man, if I only had known, I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I had thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. Hey, photo time, let's go.
After all, after all that, and after that, dinner's on... What the fuck, pal? And after that, dinner's on me. Can't do his accent's scary. Detective Gumshoe took us out to the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. December 29th, 5:02 a.m. Right in law offices. Uh-oh. That's not good. Whoa. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this? A letter?
Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye? What time is it? The first trains for the mountains have already left! To the station! To the station! I guess I'm too late.
Hey! Nick!
Maya! So, you're leaving?
Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Wait!
What?
I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help.
Huh?
On the last day of a trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice.
You heard my sister?
Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything.
Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Mr. Von Karma. Maya, you didn't say Mr.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Don't show her that picture. Oh, fucking the bullet.
A bullet?
Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. Show the parrot. She didn't help with the parrot, to be fair. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me.
Nick.
Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you.
I'll be back soon.
Huh?
I'm going to complete my training and come back.
Okay. I'll be waiting.
Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless.
I don't know about that.
So, this is it. See you soon. See you soon, Nick.
See you soon, Maya. Aww.
Thanks, Nick.
And so my story ends. Time to turn to a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. She's off to commit more murders that we had to save her from. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Graphics. Kumiko Suakane. I can read. Huh? Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date. Huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah.
Where's the parrot? We gotta see the parrot. Tatsuro Iwamoto.
Oh, alright. Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I've sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. Oh! Objection!
Noriyuki Otani. Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney with whom I wrote the affidavit for. Oh, affidavit. You've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Ah, I love tapping security wires. Masakatsu Indo. Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? I wonder who's they're talking to. Masakazu Sugimori.
Oh! Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that there's on a DVD box set? I think a DVD is about everything these days, and now I'm supposed to keep it all.
Atsushi Mori. That's an easy one to say. Some of these are hard. I have to read it and reread it. I'm pleased to announce The Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Sniff. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out in the public till the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know. Sniff. Hiroshi Nakaya and Ayumi Terada. Ayumi Terada.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Bye, Penny. I only got to use your voice a little bit, but it was fun. Yumiko Ichida.
My name's Penny. I'm kind of epic. Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into a studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was a kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
What a dog. Atsushi Inaba. Wow, Atsushi Inaba's in here a lot. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I remember, right? The lawyer guy. Huh, me? I've been trained to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Is it Mia? I want to see the picture. Shinji Mikami. I love that this is still here, even though there's a whole other case. Oh my god, it's right there! That's so cute. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. There is a ghost. She was right. I mean, she's not fucking wrong. She is not wrong. We got one more. A brand new episode has been added. With Emma Sky. And that's it. I will be back to play Phoenix Wright. When? Why can I not? Oh, there we go. I'll be back to play Phoenix Wright. Maybe not next week, because next week I have some... I'll be honest. Next week I gotta do some stuff. And I mean stuff on stream. I got it. Like, I have to. I'm obligated. Next week I will be playing Shadow Generations. Because about 3 years ago I played all of Sonic Generations and then all of Sonic Adventure 2. So I'm just gonna play Shadow Generations. I'll see about my schedule, and maybe I'll play a little bit of Sonic Adventure 2 because it's dangerous to play that game, because last time I did, I played the entire game. I'm not trying to stream for 12 hours straight again, maybe. But I also have a costume that I'll be streaming in, live on camera, in my face. It's gonna be scary. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming out. It was a great part to end on. We'll be back for Phoenix Wright probably in 2 weeks, but I don't know. Depending on the schedule for next week, I might even come back to Zelda 2 weeks from now. But next week is a little bit more silly. Yeah, that's it. I'll be back tomorrow. Right? Is that true? Yes, I think that's true. Let me check. Let me see. Holy shit, I'm back tomorrow. I'm back tomorrow at 9 p.m. PST. I will be finishing Starfy. After not finishing any games on stream for like since episode 1 of Umineko, I'm gonna count this as finishing a game. I will be back to it. It'll be very. It's like a bookmark. I'm technically like finishing 2 games. That's a little crazy. Okay, I'm going to leave now. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I get to have a rest of my day because it's only 4 p.m. Bye bye.